Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Josh here. Looks like 2016 is coming to an end, and it seems like everyone's doing these 2016 review videos. So decided that I'm gonna do one as well, but not like the typical BuzzFeed ones. More like what's happened with me this year, and not what's happened overall. The deaths, the career ending, I don't know, all the crazy bombings and stuff in Syria. I'm not gonna go through all that. I'm gonna go what happened throughout this year for me in particular, so that I can remember, and I guess people can figure out what my life has been like this year. Now, 2016 to many people have felt like a very bad year, mainly because of all the things that have happened out in wherever war is happening, because there's always war. Trump becoming president, all that. But for me, it's been a year of experience, I have to say. So let's start off at the beginning. So at the beginning of the year, it was kind of just like one of those I gotta do a whole bunch of things to get my mind off of things type years. So I set off goals like I have to do driver's ed. I finished it, I passed the first try, did the written test, did that, done. I got my instructor, we did driving lessons, I did all that. All I have to do now is take the test with the car that I'm used to, and that's about it. But yeah, I don't have anything else going on. Some other things that have gone on have been like the experience of the first relationship. Yeah, and I don't really do that. Had a girlfriend for 2 weeks, broke up. That's all I can really say. I didn't know how to do any of that, and I'm sticking to not doing it. So yeah. A lot of things happened over summer. Swoop Camp 2, which is the sequel to Swoop Camp 1, which is basically a LAN camp with me and my friends. We went to a friend's house and did LAN. We played some CS, we watched some CS, and played other games at Spook Camp 2. Spook Camp 1 was in spring break. Other than Spook Camp, I did camping with my mom and dad and cats out in a parking lot with other campers, I guess. It's not really like a public parking lot, it's more for campers and stuff like that. Another thing is I started some video creation, some frag movies, which you can find here, covering my face. Also, I started doing some other gameplay, such as Skyrim, which I still need to edit and get Skyrim fixed because it seems to crash whenever I want to play 10 minutes of it. So you could also find that right here. Another thing that happened over summer was that I went and visited some family out in South Dakota. So that was fun. I got to take some pictures. You can find them like all around. I had some fun events. We went to a street fair, the annual street fair. We went and played some big boy beer pong, which was buckets with water and throw soccer balls in. If you get all of them, you have to like chug a 40 or something. I don't remember, but yeah, we did all that. We had some fun. My dad had his family reunion, or class reunion, I should say. After that, summer was kind of just obsolete with editing and all that going on. Senior year started. I gotta say, it sucks that all my senior friends kind of moved on, and all my other friends that I made junior year kind of just moved on with their lives, so I kind of sucked. But everything just seemed pretty cool and alright. So everything is going good. But senior year kind of started when me and my friends had fun picking out our classes and confirming them the day of picking up our classes. Yeah, so one thing I had to make sure was I had to get ROP game design, which would help me in towards my career goal of doing game design as a game developer / game designer, and hopefully that goes across. And there were some complications getting there, but eventually I got into the class. And the thing is with this class is I only have to go once a week on a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. And that means I also get 4 classes. So 4 classes as a senior is the best schedule you could have, because that means you have more time to do homework, you have more time for gaming, you have more time for napping, you have more time to do anything. And you just gotta have that free time, because then you never know what can you do. I had all this time management on my hands before, but I managed it straight after 3 o'clock p.m. and everything just felt like everything was perfectly spaced and everything. But now it's just like I have all of this free time for an extra 3 hours, except for Tuesdays. So yeah, that's a pretty cool schedule if you ask me. And plus, I'm not ahead of credits. This will technically keep me on track for credits. So I have 4 classes with no ahead credits. Also, I feel like senior year has gotten me a little bit more lazy because I'm behind the computer more often. But that could be a case of senioritis, but I feel like 2017 is my year of coming back from the laziness and go out and running and doing the things I used to do before, 2016 happened, where all my computer upgrades came into place, which is the next thing. This year was the year of computer upgrade for me. So starting off the year, in this picture right here, I had only 2 Asus 21-inch monitors, which weren't mountable. But as the year progressed, I got a new one due to some screen complications. The new one was a 144Hz Asus Gaming 24-inch QE monitor. I got a second, I sold my second 21-inch monitor to a friend who just got into PC gaming, and I helped him out with the build, so he needed a monitor to get jump started too. So I sold him that one, and I bought a replacement monitor the same day, which was Halloween. And then a month later, I bought a third one, just because I wanted a third one, and that was Black Friday. And the same day I bought a mount that would be coming in 3 days later. So yeah, you could see all the pictures somewhere around here about my progression of monitors and the setup. But other than the monitors, I've had peripherals with keycaps, mouse pad, wires, headphones, headphone mods. This is custom rings, custom earmuffs. Everything's perfect, everything's fine. Yeah, and then other than peripherals, I've had RAM upgraded. I have more RAM. I used to have 16, now I have 32. I used to have an i5, now I have an i7 4790K. I used to have 2 single 1 terabyte hard drives. Now I have a single 3 terabyte hard drive, which I still need to clean out. I didn't have an SSD, now I have an SSD. But all in all, I've probably spent like a good grand on upgrades altogether. And yeah, I got headphones. I got this bass thing for Christmas, so I could bump headphones, I could bump music. I have learned a lot on music. I have changed genres every year, and this year it's been all like bump and house, and everything's been just bumpy. But in the good type of bumpy. Overall, I feel like 2016 has been a great year, and I feel like next year will be a better year. There'll be a lot more growing in the shape of maturity next year because of college and driving. I'm doing a lot of that, and just life in general. So yeah, I hope that that's a great thing to do. I've matured in the way of editing. I mean, I'm still a noob at things, but you could tell from my first frag movie here that it's 30 frames, while this one right here, yeah, this one right here is 60 frames and a little bit more higher bit quality. So that is a step in the right direction. I hope that I do more of that and I learn a lot more. That would be a nice job career on the side to have as an editor, you know, if the main one doesn't work out. I did a lot of audio things with just changing around things. I've done some game design for a class. I've done a lot of multimedia stuff. I've worked in Photoshop, I've worked in Illustrator. Now I'm working on more things. I feel like I've matured and stopped having fears, like fear of love and all that, because I've kind of just pushed away relationships altogether and focus more on me, because I don't feel like relationships are the right time in high school. So yeah, I feel like since I've matured away from fears, that I can do more things, such as do more singing, which I feel is a great thing to do. I have recorded me singing a song and put it into the works, but it still doesn't feel finished, like, altogether. It's a cover, but it's not like, it's gonna be dull if I just uploaded it right now. So other than that, I feel that 2016 has been a great year. But before we go, I just wanted to say that I hope 2017 is a year of love and achievements and accomplishing a lot of things. So I hope all of you had a great year. I know that some people may have passed in this year that are near and dear to you. I hope that next year they will continue to live on and that not many people pass in your family. And I hope that 2017 is just a great year. Sorry I've been saying that so much, but yeah, that's all we can do now is hope. So, peace. Also, me and my friends, we went up to San Jose and we stayed there, and during that time we went and watched I Am Oakland live, and that's basically a LAN tournament with CSGO and League of Legends. So yeah, that was pretty fun, and I hope that next year I do more of that. I like to travel, and yeah, so, peace.